Parts of a cell include the cuticle, the upper epidermis, then the mesophyll, which contains the palisade layer, the spongy layer, and the vascular bundle. Under that is the lower epidermis, which includes the stoma/stomata and the guard cells. First we have the cuticle. It's a thin waxy layer that covers the leaf to protect water from escaping it. It keeps the plant from losing too much water. Under the cuticle is the epidermis. It's a tissue that covers the leaf. It actually has two parts, an upper epidermis and a lower one. Stomata are found in the lower epidermis. We'll talk about that later. Below the upper epidermis is the mesophyll. The mesophyll has three parts, the palisade layer, the spongy layer, and the vascular bundle. Photosynthesis takes place here. The palisade layer is located in the top of the mesophyll. It's made up of a row of cells called palisade cells. These palisade cells have a lot of chloroplasts, the part of a cell that does photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process that turns light energy into food for the plant. All the organelles, or parts of the cells, work together to keep the plant healthy. The first organelle is the nucleus. It contains DNA, the instruction of all the cell's functions. In the nucleus is the nucleolus, which makes ribosomes. Ribosomes are little particles that make protein using instructions from the nucleus. Plants need protein to grow. Next is the ER. The ER is a system of tubes that transport materials throughout the cell. The rough ER is connected to the nucleus. It has ribosomes attached to it, making it look rough. The protein from the ribosomes is sent to the smooth ER. The smooth ER makes fat. Then it sends the fat and the protein to the Golgi body. The Golgi body packages the protein and fat and sends them to where they need to be used or stored. The next organelle is a vacuole. It's a storage bubble. It holds a lot of water and nutrients and can take up more than half of the cell. Next is the chloroplast. It performs photosynthesis using chlorophyll, a substance that captures light energy from the sun. The chloroplast has thylakoids, grana, and stroma. Photosynthesis starts when the chlorophyll captures light energy from the sun. Then the thylakoids split water into hydrogen and oxygen, releasing the oxygen. Then ATP and NADPH are made from the light energy. They go into the Calvin cycle, where they're used to combine hydrogen and carbon dioxide to make sugar, plant food. Next we'll talk about the mitochondria and the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance surrounding the organelles. The mitochondria is an organelle that turns sugar into usable energy through cellular respiration. Cellular respiration starts in the cytoplasm with glycolysis. Sugar is broken up into pyruvic acid and carbon using ATP. The pyruvic acid is broken up into CO2 in the mitochondria using oxygen. High-energy electrons are made and taken to the ETC, which uses energy from NADPH to turn them into more ATP. The last cell parts we have are the cell membrane and wall. The cell wall is made of cellulose. It supports and protects the palisade cell, giving it a rectangular shape. The cell membrane is made of fat from the smooth ER. It controls what enters and exits the cell. Water goes through using osmosis, and other nutrients go through using diffusion. Under all the palisade cells is the spongy layer. Its cells are spread out, and gases such as oxygen from photosynthesis stay in the spaces until they can escape into the atmosphere. Next, the vascular bundle. It has two tubes, the xylem and the phloem. The xylem transports water from the ground to the leaves, and the phloem transports sugar to other parts of the leaves. The xylem and the phloem are the only cells in the leaf that can perform mitosis. During mitosis, they can make copies of all their organelles, and they can split into two cells, helping the plant grow. Located in the lower epidermis are guard cells. They surround stomata. When the vacuoles in the cells are full, the stoma opens. When they empty out all of the water, the stoma closes. Finally, we have the stoma/stomata. They're holes that allow oxygen and water to be released into the atmosphere. They also allow carbon dioxide to be taken in. Their openings are controlled by guard cells.
Created using Powtoon.